Top 10 monster waves caught on camera. Once dismissed as a nautical myth, freakish ocean waves that rise as tall as 10-story apartment blocks have been accepted as a leading cause of large ship sinkings. Severe weather has sunk more than 200 supertankers and container ships exceeding 200 meters in length during the last 2 decades. Rogue waves are believed to be the major cause in many such cases. Mariners who survived similar encounters have had remarkable stories to tell. So in this video, we're going to discuss the top 10 monster waves caught on camera. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Oahu Nuclear Test Wave. The Umbrella and Oahu nuclear detonations occurred in shallow and deep water, respectively. Both explosions shot huge torrents of water into the air, but neither triggered devastating coast-destroying waves. Theoretical and experimental studies revealed the relatively inefficient wave-making potential of large explosions, the handbook explained. In many cases, most wave energy is dissipated by breaking on the continental shelf before reaching shore. The Oahu test was carried out in 1958 as part of Operation Hardtack 1. The nuclear explosion was carried out in an open ocean outside of Eniwetok. Like Baker Test in 1946, the Oahu shot was a scientific program that studied the effects of an underwater nuclear blast on Navy systems. A 9 KT Mark 7 nuclear bomb was detonated at a depth of 500 feet in deep water. The spray dome rose to a height of 900 feet. Gas from the bubble broke through the spray dome to form jets that shot out in all directions and reached heights of up to 1,700 feet. There was no airborne radioactive cloud, such as was observed in the shallow underwater Baker shot. When the plume collapsed, the base surged outwards to a distance of 2 miles downwind, reaching a height of 1,000 feet, traveling at an initial speed of 75 miles per hour and decreasing to 20 miles per hour after 10 seconds. There was little evidence of the fireball in the Oahu shot because of the depth of the burst, and only a small amount of thermal radiation escaped. Number 9. World's largest surfing waves. Riding the waves is something millions of people love to do, but nobody has ridden a wave as big as Brazil's Rodrigo Coxa. In 2018, an astonishing video circulated across the internet which showed a surreal and stomach-dropping scene. The 80-foot wave served by Brazilian big wave surfer Rodrigo Coxa in Nazaré, Portugal. I've tried to surf big waves all my life, and I had a huge experience in 2014 where I almost died at Nazaré, Coxa said. 4 months later, I had bad dreams, I didn't travel, I got scared, and my wife helped me psychologically. Now, I'm just so happy that this is the best day of my life. Thank you to WSL, it's a dream come true. Coxa surfed the wave on November 8, 2017 in the village of Nazaré, the city of Lira, in Portugal. The feat was declared as the new world record. The wave's height has been about 80 feet, supplanting the previous world record of an estimated 78 feet set in 2011 by Coxa's mentor Garrett McNamara. Conquering Nazaré's waves and having his feat recognized by Guinness World Records brought the attention of the world's media. Number 8. Japan earthquake. On March 11, 2011, a magnitude 9 earthquake shook northeastern Japan, unleashing a savage tsunami. Japan's earthquake and tsunami of 2011, also called the Great Sendai Earthquake. The effects of the Great Earthquake were felt around the world, from Norway's fjords to Antarctica's ice sheets. Tsunami debris has continued to wash up on North American beaches years later. On March 11, 2011, at 2:46 p.m., a 9.1 magnitude earthquake took place 231 miles northeast of Tokyo at a depth of 15.2 miles. The event began with a powerful earthquake off the northeastern coast of Honshu, Japan's main island, which caused widespread damage on land and initiated a series of large tsunami waves that devastated many coastal areas of the country. The earthquake causes a tsunami with 30-foot waves that damaged several nuclear reactors in the area. It is the largest earthquake to ever hit Japan. More than 120,000 buildings were destroyed. The direct financial damage from the disaster is estimated to be about $199 billion, making it the costliest natural disaster in world history. Number 7. Storm waves in Cape Town. Cape Town was left in devastation after the cold front made landfall on Friday, June 21, 2019. Residents were given the warning that gale force winds reaching 90 kilometers per hour were expected on Friday afternoon of 2019. Several areas around Cape Town were evacuated. In addition, Charlotte Powell, the spokesperson for the city's Risk Management Center, said power outages were reported in Milnerton, Plumstead, and Siren Park. In Strand, Woodstock, and Claremont, roofs were blown off houses and fallen trees are blocking roads. Residents were urged to avoid flooded areas and seek alternative routes instead. Number 6. Ship hit by wave. On December 10, 2010, the Antarctic cruise ship declared an emergency as it was slammed by a 30-foot wave that limped into port in Argentina overnight. While returning from the Antarctic, 30 to 40-foot waves pounded the ship as it passed through the Drake Passage, an area known for its rough seas. The electrical malfunctions knocked out communications on the ship and partially disabled the ship's engine. 165 people were on board. Despite the rough seas, none of the 88 American passengers were injured and only one of the 77 crew members was hurt. Number 5. Oil rig in the North Sea. An oil rig is any kind of apparatus constructed for oil drilling. The oil rig in the North Sea has over 30 million barrels of recoverable oil in its place and is located approximately 241 kilometers east of Aberdeen. A North Sea oil rig was subject to huge waves smashing against it as a storm brought bad weather off the coast of Scotland, filmed by James Eaton, an offshore worker on the nearby Lomond platform. Disorienting footage shows countless waves approaching the oil rig as strong winds are heard in the audio. The weather system was so strong that power was cut to approximately 140,000 properties in northern Scotland at its worst. The storm lasted about 2 days with big seas. Thankfully, greater emphasis on safety and better knowledge of risks have made offshore disasters less common and less severe. Countries have improved their offshore regulations and created better equipment as a result of the disasters below, but these come as a result of hundreds of deaths. Number 4. The rogue wave on the Bay of Biscay. The footage was emerged online showing a rogue wave hitting a shipping tanker as it sailed through the Bay of Biscay in the Atlantic. Located in the Celtic Sea, a gulf of the northeast Atlantic Ocean is called the Bay of Biscay. The area is home to large storms during the winter months, and there have been countless shipwrecks reported from the area as a result of the gruesome weather. 2 crewmen were seen on the bridge of the Pink Coral as the wave approached from the starboard side, building as it got closer to the hull. It smashed onto the side of the hull and made the ship bounce from side to side as water flowed over the deck. A second wave hit less than a minute later, with the starboard side once again plunging into the icy waters. Number 3. Aurora Australis braves the stormy sea. Aurora Australis is a commendable Australian icebreaker. This ship helps in research process, cruises the Atlantic waters, and also supports the Australian bases in Antarctica. The video got famous in which Aurora Australis was seen tackling a stormy wave in the high seas. This happened when the Aurora Australis was on its way to Antarctica. This ship is 95 meters long and has a displacement of 8,158 tons. The wave that hit the ship started at 9 meters and went up to 15 meters high and was captured on camera. Luckily, the ship continued its journey without any major damage. Number 2. Lewis Majesty cruise ship. 3 30-foot waves crashed into the Lewis Majesty's cruise ship in the Mediterranean Sea, March 2020. The Greece-based Lewis Cruise Lines ship was northeast of Barcelona, Spain, heading east to Genoa, Italy, when 3 abnormal waves struck the vessel. The waves smashed windows in public areas. 2 passengers died, a German man and an Italian woman. 14 others were treated aboard the cruise ship for injuries and were hospitalized when the ship returned to Barcelona. Descending the first monster wave, the boat was pitched into a second and possibly a third behind. Number 1. New Zealand ferry. On March 3, 2006, Aratir sailed from Wellington to Picton in storm-force southerly weather conditions. The inter-island ferry Aratir was carrying 391 passengers, heeled over 50 degrees on 2 separate occasions in heavy seas, and rolled up to 30 degrees for 3 minutes after it stalled when the skipper tried to change course. Aratir came close to sinking with the potential loss of many lives after its skipper showed poor judgment during a stormy Cook Strait crossing in March 2006. 4 passengers and 1 crew member were injured, and 45 vehicles and 7 railway wagons were damaged during the crossing, and it took 7 hours and 39 minutes after departing Wellington on what is normally a 3-hour crossing. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.